Okay, myself, Dr. Vivek Kumar Verma. I'm assistant professor in Hindu College, University of Delhi, India. I'll take the opportunity to thank the organizing member of the Stimulus Magnetism and Magnetic Materials Summit 2021. So today I'm going to talk on the topic of multi-walled carbon nanotube, ferrites and graphene oxide composite for the microwave shielding application. Just 1 second.
Can you switch on your video?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm doing that. All right. So we are currently having in an environment which is a completely based on the large scale use of much developed and advanced communication technologies, various kind of electronic gadgets or instruments to make our life very convenient and easy. But at the same time, these technologies are teamed up with the new kind of pollution, which is the third most, the highest pollution in the environment after the air, water pollution and noise pollution, basically. And this is nothing but the electromagnetic pollution in the environment, which not only affect the electronic gadgets, the performance and accuracy of the electronic gadgets, but it's also affecting the living species. And apparently nowadays we are able to see some articles in the literature as well as in the newspaper that this 5G, apparently I'm not claiming it, apparently the effect of 5G on the human health. So hence we over the past years the EMI shielding EMI shielding material processing properties like low density, lightweight, less thickness, and strong absorption capacity, and the large bandwidth, which convert the unwanted electromagnetic signal into the thermal energy or another form of the energy. So the basic aim of the work is to absorb the electromagnetic radiation so that it cannot either affect the costly instrument or it should not affect the environment. So basically, there are number of materials have been used to protect the instruments in which there are some metallic materials, but there are disadvantages. They are a little bit heavy and they are not cost effective. And the new things which is going on nowadays, we are looking for the lightweight materials which can absorb efficiencies should be very high because of the miniaturization and high speed communication system. There is a requirement of a material which can absorb the high radiation effectively. So the electromagnetic interference shielding behavior of various materials such as the polymer composite, carbon materials, ferrite ceramics, and 2D materials have also been studied in order to achieve the high shielding effectiveness. As the prerequisite to the process materials which with the high shielding effectiveness, it is essential to explore carbon-based materials which when mixed with the different absorbers, especially I'm talking about the magnetic materials, reason being when you want to absorb the electromagnetic material effect, electromagnetic radiation effectively, the two components must be over there. One is should be the electrical material and the second should be the magnetic material. So both material in appropriate amount can absorb the electromagnetic radiation effectively. So shielding effectiveness is basically due to the reflection plus due to the absorption. That depend on the particular application. You want to absorb the material, absorb the electromagnetic radiation, or you want to reflect the electromagnetic radiation. It's a depend on the requirement. We can design the material. So In this work, basically, first we prepare the nano magnetic materials, that is nothing but the ferrite, basically, and there are three kinds of ferrites we selected for our purpose. One is a zinc ferrite, second is a nickel ferrite, and third one is a cobalt ferrite. So cobalt ferrite is a hard magnetic material, and zinc and nickel ferrite are nothing but the soft magnetic material. So we would like to see the effect of the filling of the magnetic nanomaterials in the polymer system, or in the that is the other kind of system, carbon based material. So first we prepared these nanoparticles by using the Sol gel process, and we studied its structural properties using the XRD technique. So you can see that we are able to prepare the material having the range of 24 to the 30 nanometer in the range, and nickel ferrite having the particle crystalline size in the order of 24 nanometer, cobalt ferrite 30 nanometer, and zinc ferrite in the 20 nanometer. These are the TM analysis, which simply support the XRD structure, XRD analysis. And these are the magnetic studies for the prepared nanoparticles of the different ferrites. And we are able to see that the cobalt ferrite is exhibiting the hard magnetic material behavior. Of course, the coercivity is not like our previous talk, that is like permanent magnet, but okay, we can take as a hard magnetic cobalt ferrite as a hard magnetic material. So after filling, we're making the composite with the conducting polymer, because the pani I have taken as a conducting polymer because of its high conductivity, and then make the composite and study the EMI shielding properties. So the total effective shielding effectiveness of the nickel and pani composite material is in the order of 50 decibel, and the cobalt ferrite is also showing a near about 50 decibel, while your zinc ferrite and pani showing a little bit less shielding effectiveness properties. So in this work, we can conclude that the appropriate amount of ferrite and the composite pani composite can work as an effective shielding material. After that, we try to modify the shielding properties, and we selected the components which can enhance the electromagnetic shielding properties. For that purpose, first we modified the magnetism. Like earlier in the previous work, we taken the zinc ferrite, cobalt ferrite, and nickel ferrite. Here we first modified the magnetization. So we have used the site engineering process, and in which we dope zinc doped cobalt ferrite and zinc doped nickel ferrite in appropriate amount, and we are able to modify the magnetic properties. And after that, we made the composite with the multi-wall carbon nanotube and the graphene oxide. So after that, when we study this EMI shielding properties, we observe that there is an enhanced and modified shielding effectiveness properties, which are reflected or observed by the multi-wall carbon nanotube, cobalt, zinc ferrite, and graphene oxide composite. And another, in the same time, we have taken the cotton fabric and computer fabric, basically, that is used in the military purpose. So we've taken the two kind of fabrics, and at the same time we try to deposit these composite materials in that fabric, and then we studied the EMI shielding. Are very good, and the shielding effectiveness was observed near about the 30 decibel for the multi-wall carbon nanotube in the cobalt, zinc ferrite, graphene oxide with the composite fabric. So in the overall work, the aim was first we want to choose the appropriate filler material. That was the ferrite. Reasoning, if you take some other material, any other magnetic material that has corrosion property problem, at the same time degradation problem was there. So we have selected the appropriate material, that is the cobalt ferrite and nickel ferrite are playing very good role in the as a filler material in the composite system. And we observed the good EMI shielding properties for the nickel and Fani composite and cobalt ferrite and Fani composite. Then we modified the magnetic properties as we discussed above, and these modified magnetic properties and the appropriate suitable matrix system enhances the EMI shielding properties, and we got the 81.6 decibel for the multi-var carbon nanotube cobalt zinc ferrite and graphene oxide system. And this is our research group, and I would like to thank the measurement facilities provided by University of Delhi, National Physical Laboratory, CSIR Lab, and IIT Roorkee. Thank you very much.